Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, it's Joe, mortgage lender with Cross Country Mortgage and Austin's favorite lender. In today's video, we're going to go over the number one question that we get asked all the time as mortgage professionals, okay? But before we do, I want to introduce you to my good friend Joe that I've been working with for years with all my clients. Joe?
Thanks, Joel. Again, I'm Joe Camacho. I'm with the Phoenix Group. I am a senior credit analyst over here. I've actually been specializing in mortgage credit qualifications and assisting buyers like yourself for the last 17 years. So I'm excited to hear to say what Joel's number one question is that he gets all the time. What do you got for us?
All right, guys. So the number one question that I get asked all the time in my profession, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, and of course, Credit Karma. That's a new recent app or score model or credit monitoring app that's out there. And a lot of the times when we go through an application process, Credit Karma is telling you that you have a 700, but then when I do my mortgage pool, it's actually maybe a 600, for example. And of course, the number one question is, why is your score different than mine? I'm supposed to have a 700. Joe, can you help us shed some light on this?
Absolutely. Vantage Score 4.0, they just recently upgraded. A lot of systems haven't upgraded from the 3.0 version, but Vantage Score 3.0 was actually developed this is what Credit Karma uses, guys. They don't use the FICO base, they use Vantage Score 4.0 now. It's been around since 2006. The three bureaus actually developed this back in 2006, have been utilizing it for a while. It's always new scoring models take time to catch up. Hence why no one's really using the 4.0 just quite yet. The reason why it's so different from your FICO-based stuff, and that's what Joel's going to be using. Cross Country Mortgage is going to be utilizing a FICO 2 for your Experian, a FICO 4 for your TransUnion, and a FICO 5 for your Equifax. FICO base, which is the Fair Isaac scoring model, that's going to be completely different from your Vantage Score 4.0 model. The reason why you see such a huge variance sometimes in the credit scores is because they weigh things on your credit report differently. I'll give you an example. Number one stimulator, or the number one factor in your score model when it comes to FICO is your payment history. Same thing with Vantage. The difference is that FICO weighs on it at 35%. So 35% of your score is made up of that payment history, but on Vantage, it's 40%. And I know it sounds like, well, it's only 5%, Joe. Well, the next category is going to be utilization. Utilization is 30% on FICO, but it's 20% on Vantage. So now we're talking, there's 5 here, 10 there. So the way that you actually manage your accounts on your credit report can create those drastic changes between Vantage 4.0 and the FICO base, what mortgage companies would utilize that 2, 4, 5. Now, a great tool that I use personally and I have my clients use in order to get something more FICO based, I use Experian.com. Experian.com is going to give you what they call a FICO 8 model. Now, FICO 8, there's different variations of it. They use it for auto, they use it for credit monitoring. So when you see the FICO 8, the score on Experian.com, that's a FICO 8. Again, Joel is using 2, 4, 5, right? So what's great about Experian.com is that you can upgrade your account. Yes, you can put your payment information there. You can cancel it, 7-day trial. But what it's going to give you, it's going to give you the mortgage, it's going to give you your auto score, your credit card score, all the ones that are FICO based. So Experian is going to supply you with a FICO 2 mortgage model. And it'll be exactly what Joel's pulling over at Cross Country. So that way you guys can see, okay, before I start possibly looking into a mortgage, let me really get kind of like my baseline and what my real score is. Go to Experian.com, upgrade the account, you look at the one mortgage model, and I guarantee you, when you pull your application the next day with Joel, you're going to have the exact same score. But now, what Joel's going to do, and why I love working with mortgage reports, is because now you have the hard numbers for your Equifax, that FICO 5, and TransUnion for that FICO 4.
Awesome. Great information. Again, guys, this video was just to give you some good information on why Credit Karma and all these other score models are different than what we use. Any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm going to have Joe's number at the end of the video, and of course, I'll have my information as well. Hopefully this helps you, gives you a little bit more courage, or what's the word I'm looking for? Confidence. There you go. A little bit more confidence in moving forward when you want to go through a mortgage process. We're here to make the process the least intimidating for everybody, because I know going through the process sometimes is a little intimidating. But give me a call. We'll have a chat, and I'll give you all the information that you need. We'll give you the knowledge, and again, that's going to give you the confidence so you can kind of move forward. So again, thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. We're going to have more educational, informative videos that Joe and I are working on. Good stuff for you guys. Talk to you soon, or see you guys soon. All right. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.